So first thing I want to say, what's interesting about this call is we were all just at our lifeguard headquarters getting ready for the day, and every day we choose a training topic before we head into the field. And because we had so many boats and so many people fishing for salmon, boat rescue seemed like the greatest topic. We weren't even a few minutes into talking about it before we got the call for a boat possibly landing at Dunes Beach. So long story short, Cole and Grayson were what we call 10-8, ready to go. Truck was ready. We were able to respond down the beach. When we first showed up, the boat had already been beached. We were unconfirmed of how many people we had and if everybody was accounted for. What these guys did such a great job on was, like, before we even got there, they were just going down their assessment list, making sure they wanted to know how many people were going to be on board. They just really wanted to make sure everyone was safe before they even dealt with the boat. So we got on scene, everyone was safe, no one had medical issues, but it's like, what do we do now? And so usually what happens is these become boat salvages. Once we got everything safe, all the people were accounted for, no medical emergencies, we decided that we wanted to try and save this boat. So Grayson, Cole, and myself came up with a safe game plan, and we decided we'd have Grayson swim out to the harbor boat and try and paddle in a rescue line. However, you can see that as the more line he pulls out, the heavier and heavier it gets. Now you see Cole being drugged by that boat. He's basically holding onto a rope off the bow of that boat, and we're going to try and connect it in the water. At some point, we decide that plan's not working, and we reconvene on the beach. And what we decide to do at that point is send both guards, Cole and Grayson, out to the harbor boat to both swim a different line. Harbor Patrol is able to put a different line on their vessel for us. That reached the beach, and we were able to safely get this boat in tow, basically. Really proud of Cole and Grayson because of their fast action. From the second we got the call, safely driving down the beach, preparing for the rescue, and then executing the rescue. This boat should have been a salvage. Most of the times, vessels like this end up on the beach. They get broken up into a bunch of pieces. We have environmental factors. These guys acted fast. We were able to save this beautiful boat and keep our beaches clean. It was a great call. At this point, what you see going on are the owners of this vessel coming up to thank the guys. Some of the stuff not captured in this video are these boat owners are so concerned about their property, they forget about their own safety. They were really thanking us for keeping them safe. They kept wanting to get on the boat. They wanted their belongings, and we wouldn't let them. And in the end, they were grateful. Once a call's over, we still have a whole day to go through, so it's important that we ready ourselves. We make sure our equipment is, again, 10-8 for the next call. These guys are just taking care to make sure they're setting their vehicle upright and getting ready to go. My role in this whole thing was actually what we call IC. I'm an incident commander. It's just in my nature, though, as a lifeguard, to just get rescue ready. I care about these kids a lot. These young men, I've known them since they were young. They've been junior lifeguards since they're 9, 10 years old. They've been youth aides. I just wanted to be there for their safety, and part of that is communication. So I made sure to cover all their radio traffic. So I'm in touch with the harbor boat, I'm in touch with State Parks Communication, and I'm in touch with the San Mateo Sheriffs on the beach just to ensure that these guys are safe. So in this shot, the action's over. These guys have done their job, and it's important once that equipment is put away. Let's talk about it. How do you guys feel? Anyone hurt? Just want to talk about how it went. Mainly at that point, what we're talking about is, did we do anything that could have jeopardized our safety? How do we feel about the way we responded? And there's always going to be something we want to critique, but at the same time, we cannot train for every situation. So I feel like we always want to talk about what we did to make sure we were safe and going home at the end of the day, even on a relatively standard boat rescue. Last words to sign off. I love this shot because it's just an honor to work with these young men and watch them grow up through the program, and to see them so proud to get to do what they train for just brings me a lot of joy. And I look forward to more rescues with my whole staff. And that's the thing. Last thing I do want to say is that Cole and Grayson basically are representing the whole Half Moon Bay seasonal lifeguard staff. That's Zach Pringle, Pete Lungard, Jason Stark, Cole Miller, Malcolm Fikes, our new rookie Nate Fikes, Tanner Islander, North Cosman, Eviong, Kelby Kramer, and Hunter Murison. I'm Jeff Watkins, and I also have a awesome new lifeguard partner, been around for a couple summers, Dan Perry, lifeguard role model of mine, and look for him out in the field.